Welcome along to Lessons in Love, and today we are on lesson 191. We'll close our eyes down for a moment and allow ourselves to become fully present and to land into the here and now. Taking a moment or two connected to your breath, breathing long and deep into your belly. And a nice slow exhale out, drawing your navel back to your spine. We begin this day in gratitude. We open our hearts and we surrender to love. We ask that love would lead the way through the minutes and the hours of this new day. We welcome joy, fun, and abundant prosperity. We recognize that all encounters are wholesome and that all experiences can be met with a peaceful heart that is anchored in the truth. We are one, we are love, and that we are free. And so we release these words and we let it be. Okay, so here we go, 191. I am the holy child of God. Here is your declaration of release from bondage of the world. And here as well is all the world released. You do not see what you have done by giving the world the role of jailer to the child of God. What could it be except vicious and afraid, fearful of shadows, punitive and wild, lacking all reason, and blind, insane with hate? What have you done that this should be your world? What have you done that this is what you see? Deny your identity and this is what remains. You look on chaos and proclaim it is yourself. There is no sight that fails to witness this to you. There is no sound that does not speak of frailty within you and without. No breath you draw that does not seem to bring you nearer to death. No hope you hold but will dissolve in tears. So it's really important that we don't move into any sort of a sense of blame when we practice this. When we answer these early questions like, what have you done that this should be your world? Because all that you have done is followed the program that, you were given or that you experienced in your early life. However, now you're recognizing that you have this belief in separation, and it's extremely painful and difficult to be having this feeling of being separated from your source, to be denying your identity. It's very difficult to know joy, and we tend to look on chaos and the world feels crazy and we can feel quite stuck. And as it says, we can be fearful of shadows, and we feel insane sometimes with hate and, all kinds of emotions and different things. But it isn't about blame. It's about seeing that there's another way. So, as we move into this lesson, I really want you to recognize that this is offering you another way. Deny your own identity and you will not escape the madness which induced this weird, unnatural and ghostly thought that mocks creation and laughs at God. So, when we deny our own identity, things are weird and unnatural. Because the way things should be, the natural way is to be of love. Deny your own identity and you assail the universe alone without a friend, a tiny particle of dust against the legions of your enemies. Deny your own identity and look on evil, sin and death and watch despair snatch from your fingers every scrap of hope, leaving you nothing but the wish to die. So we don't feel consistently hopeless, but many of us have felt very hopeless at times. And, we can be aware of that feeling of dissatisfaction with life. So, the language is strong, but it really wants to drive the message home that, we're here for a reason. We're here because we know that there's more available to us and we know that we're not accessing it all and we're wanting to. Yet what is it except a game you play in which identity can be denied? You are as God created you. You are as love created you. You are that. You simply are. All else except this one thing is folly to believe. In this one thought is everyone set free. In this one truth are all illusions gone. In this one fact is sinlessness proclaimed to be forever part of everything, the central core of its existence and its guarantee of immortality. So when we really come to believe that we are as God created us, sinlessness is proclaimed to be part of everything forever and ever. Let today's idea find a place among your thoughts. That's the 80,000 thoughts you have. And you will have risen far above the world and all the worldly thoughts that hold its prisoner. And from this place of safety, escape, you will return and set the world free. So once you get this, you can give it. For those who can accept their true identity are truly saved. And their salvation is the gift they give to everyone in gratitude to the Holy Spirit, who pointed out the way to happiness that changed their whole perspective of the world. So when you're healed or when your perspective is changed, then you're going to bring that out into the world. And that's simply by how you're going to be, how you're going to show up. It's not even that you're going to actually do anything. This is just going to be how you show up in the world. One holy thought like this and you are free. You are the holy child of God, your source. And with this holy thought, you learn as well that you have freed the world. So we're never healed alone. You have no need to use it cruelly and then perceive the savage need in it. You set the world free of your imprisonment. You will not see a devastating image of yourself walking the world in terror and the world twisting in agony because your fears have laid the mark of death upon its heart. Be glad today how easily hell is undone. You need only tell yourself, I am the holy child of God. I cannot suffer, cannot be in pain. I cannot suffer loss, nor fail to do all that salvation asks of me to do. So this is really looking at your true self, looking at yourself as awareness, knowing itself. I am the holy child of God. I cannot suffer. I cannot be a pain. I cannot suffer loss nor fail to do all that salvation asks of me to do. And in that thought is everything you look upon completely changed. So these are miracle words, miraculous words. A miracle has lit up all the dark and ancient caverns where the rites of death echoed since time began. For time has lost its hold upon the world, and the child of God has come in glory to redeem the lost, to save the helpless, and to give the world the gift of its forgiveness. Who could see the world as dark and sinful when God's child has come again at last to set it free? You who perceive yourself as weak and frail, with futile hopes and devastated dreams, born only to die, to weep and suffer pain, hear this. All power is given unto you in earth and heaven. There is nothing that you cannot do. Okay, there is nothing that you cannot do. All power is given unto us. So, we learn even to be mindful about how we speak about ourselves. When we say the words, I am, we are activating. So I am the Holy Child of God. We're activating that within ourselves. Okay, so what was that last line? My apologies. You play the game of death, of being helpless and pitifully tied to the dissolution in a world which shows no mercy to you. Yet when you accord it mercy, its mercy will shine on you. So we're back to, be the change you want to see. If you want to feel mercy, if you want to feel loved, if you want to feel cared for, be that. And you will shine that onto the world and it will shine it back onto you. Then let the child of God awaken from its sleep and open its holy eyes, returning again to bless the world it made. In error it began, yet it will end in the reflection of its holiness, and it will sleep no more and dream of death. Then join as one today. Your glory is the light that saves the world. Do not withhold salvation any longer. Look about the world and see the suffering there. Is not your heart willing to bring your weary friends rest? So when you look about you and drop any idea of self-seeking and just see what's happening all around you, see is your heart, check in with your heart. Is it willing to bring rest to others? And the way you bring rest to others is by recognizing who you are. It's so beautiful and it's so simple. They must await your own release. They stay in chains till you are free. They cannot see the mercy of the world until you find it in yourself. They suffer pain until you have denied its hold on you. They die till you accept your own eternal life. You are the holy child of God. Remember this, and all the world is free. Remember this, and heaven and earth are one. So we'll take this into a little meditation. I am the holy child of God. And it says, I cannot suffer, I cannot be in pain. So I can be in joy is the opposite of that, you know. I can experience ease and grace. And I can do all that salvation asks me to do. I'm up for it. I'm available for it. So we'll take a few moments sitting in silence and just being with this, you know, being with the acceptance of I am the holy child of God. So I invite you to come to notice your sit bones and let them settle into the seat. I'm going to adjust mine as well and just get really comfortable. Allow yourself to fall still. And just to move beyond all the meanderings of the mind. Just let the mind do its thing. And we're going to drop in deeper. So you can notice all those thoughts that are coming and going. But we don't have to latch on. We're dropping into our true nature, our holiness. And then we'll take a little quiet time here. When you're ready, gently bringing your awareness back and continuing to remind yourself today that you are very holy. You are a holy child of love, and you always were and you always will be, and nothing can change that. So it's about leaning into that belief and trusting that that's who you are. And, you know, what's helpful is using it like an affirmation and repeating it over and over. And what might be really nice actually is to gaze into a mirror as you speak these words and look directly into your own eyes and use a bit of mirror work with it. Enjoy your practicing, and I will see you tomorrow.